No way. The Epstein birthday letter with Trump's signature as the girl's pubic hair is out. Now, this is like, I feel like this is exactly the kind of thing where YouTube's AI is going to be like, oh, you're showing a picture of pubes? You're banned. This is for educational purposes only, dear YouTube gods. And here it comes. Donald Trump's drawing. There must be more to life than having everything, Donald. Yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is, says Jeffrey in the boobies. Nor will I, since I know what it is. Donnie knows what there is that's more to life as they draw in between the boobies, which, of course, you know, the Trump administration is now arguing that the only reason Donald Trump was ever involved with Jeffrey Epstein is because obviously, I mean, you would be dumb not to believe this. Of course, Donald Trump is only close to Jeffrey Epstein because Donald Trump was actually secretly an FBI informant, informing the FBI on how bad of a person Jeffrey Epstein is. And of course, in exchange for nothing other than the nicest, coziest prison, are you going to get Maxwell, who all of a sudden says, hey, we're going to put you in a nice cozy cell if you just sort of rewrite the record. And he never saw Donnie T involved with any Jeffrey Epstein massages, right? Oh, no, never. Not at all, ever. And then, oh, what about Bill Gates? Yeah, I can't remember. Those documents came out like a week ago, and I read through the documents. I didn't make a video on them, but I look at the documents and I'm like, all of a sudden Maxwell is so clearly rewriting history here, where on one hand, if it has to do with any other memory other than Donald Trump, I can't really remember. Maybe they were involved. I don't think they were involved. What about Donald Trump? Was Donald Trump? Oh, absolutely not. No, Donald Trump was not involved at all. I remember it clear as day. It's just a classic rewriting of history that the admin wants. And then, of course, now they're walking back that Donald Trump was an FBI informant, that they misspoke. And I mean, this is like all a distraction. Like, just release the files and give us the actual stuff and let us make our own determination. And so that's where we'll go back to boobies and pubic. Okay, this just sounds wrong. We have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, yes, we do. Come to think of it. Donald, enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? Jeffrey, as a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. Ooh, it's an enigma. Enigma was, I guess, historically referred to a German electromechanical device used for encrypting messages during World War II, which was famously cracked by Allied crypto analysts. It can also be used to describe something mysterious or difficult to understand. It's an enigma. That's really interesting because the original reference came from cryptography. In the fact that you're arguing it here, you talk about enigmas never age, which some people suggest is like young girls never age. Like we always get the 16-year-old girls, which is just like so wrong, but okay. And so some people are saying that this is sort of like a sexual double entendre relating to not only the fact that our secret doesn't get old, we get to do this all the time, but also that the young girls don't age. But anyway, as a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday. And may every day be another wonderful secret. And ready for the signature? Oh, yeah. The image, so like Donald Trump, the reason this came up is because of that 2003 birthday book. Donald Trump argues, oh, this information doesn't exist. There is no book. It's fake news. And so the estate of Jeffrey Epstein basically put together the whole book and just gave a copy of it to Congress, which includes the letter. So the entire book is sitting in Congress right now. And the House Oversight Committee has a copy of the birthday book, including this Trump thing. Now, obviously, there's this potential that it's just totally fake. But who knows? The Wall Street Journal reported in July on the book existing, but we didn't get a picture of it previously. Here's, in more popular news, a visual breakdown of the birthday letter. I think I had enough of a visual breakdown, but all right. Carolyn Levitt said in a social media post, as long as I have said, it's very clear President Trump did not draw this picture and he did not sign it. Trump obviously calls it fake. All right. What do we have here? In the Epstein letter, Trump's signature is a squiggly Donald, mimicking pubic hair. Trump often signs his full name, but there are other examples of personal letters he sent with his signature, similar signature, and bold serif lettering. The signature and font used in the 2003 Epstein letter resemble ... a thank you letter Trump sent in 2006 to attorney George Conway. Wow, dude. The journal's going deep here. Or maybe it's all fake. I don't know. That's what Donald Trump would say. But look at that. That's a very similar signature to the Epstein letter. Wow. The journal. Here's another one. 2000 letter to Hillary Clinton. Look at those sigs, man. Wow. Just his first name, Donald. Line drawings. Here are the line drawings. The Epstein letter has a line drawing that appears to be hand-drawn with heavy marker, including a small pair of arcs denoting a woman's breast. Man, that is such a PC way to write that. Over the years, doodles and drawings of cityscapes and other subjects with similar strokes have been attributed to Donald Trump's auctions for charity. Okay. Two drawings right here. Squigglies. Yeah, that's sort of like the girl's body here. Okay, ish. All right, fine. The third person. Epstein typewritten is an imaginary conversation between Trump and Epstein written in the third person. In speeches and social media posts, Trump often refers to himself in the third person. Here are 4 video clips.
But he would be tougher on ISIS than Donald Trump. Some of the signs you'll see are not put up by the people that love or like Donald Trump. They're put up by the other side. Nobody's done more for the historically black colleges and universities than Donald Trump. But because his name is Donald Trump.
Okay. Word choices. The Epstein letter says, enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? And ends with, a pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday. Okay. Trump used the word enigma to describe Don King and Mike Tyson in a 1990 book. And in social media speeches, Trump often uses the phrase, it's a wonderful thing. Oh my gosh, dude. The Wall Street Journal is cooking him. Oh my gosh. Well, all these politicians are a scam anyway. We knew that anyway. That's my goal. You know, I pooped on Biden. I poop on them all. Any discussion of Mike's affairs eventually leads to the subject of Don King. Don, like Mike, is something of an enigma. Okay? This is one of those gray areas that remain an enigma. Dan Rather is an enigma. Oh, so Trump uses that word a lot. It's a wonderful thing.
I think Brexit's going to be a wonderful thing. See, in the old days, they say that's a wonderful thing. Now they say, but it's going to be a wonderful thing. And we sold it to the Waldorf Astoria. And it was a wonderful thing, but...
Wow. Dude. Yeah, the Wall Street Journal's like full cooking here. Holy smokes, man. Damn. And he's filed a lawsuit against the Journal because obviously he doesn't like this. And this is Donald Trump's classic, bullying tactic here. But apparently he's alleging defamation and saying the letter was non-existent. And now we have a copy of the letter. So that's going to be interesting to see what that does. I mean, he'll still maintain that it's fake. But mind you, the Wall Street Journal isn't saying that they know it's for sure real. What they're saying is this is a copy we got from the Jeffrey Epstein estate from a 2003 birthday book. At no point are they like, this is guaranteed real. They're just pointing out similarities and they're saying where they got it from. I mean, they're just reporting it. And then it's up to the public to decide. That's the point of free speech. It is up to the public to determine whether that speech is true or false or what our opinion is of it. On September 3rd, Trump called efforts to make public more details about Epstein a politically driven hoax, just as some of the convicted sex offenders' victims visited Capitol Hill to tell their stories of sexual abuse. Allies of Trump have long sought the release, but the Justice Department said there is no client list. President Trump called it a hoax. And now people are cherry-picking documents from the Epstein case. Okay. Wow. Jeez. Jeffrey Epstein with a Trump for a check. You know, if you want a copy of this, I guess you could, turn this. I don't want it, but you could technically just grab the picture of it and just print it out. It's like people come to your house oh, what's that? Oh, that's the Epstein letter Trump wrote. That's a birthday card to Epstein. Oh my gosh. No, you don't want any of this. It'd certainly be something people talk about though. Anyway, wow, that's crazy. I was not expecting to get that today.
Why not advertise these things that you told us here? I feel like nobody else knows about this.
We'll try a little advertising and see how it goes.
Congratulations, man. You have done so much. People love you. People look up to you.
Kevin Paffrath there, financial analyst and YouTuber. Meet Kevin. Always great to get your take.